at you now, huh? Am I gonna be your first? Well, come on then, huh? I'm right here. This room is soundproof. You don't even have to wait for a plane to fly overhead. There you are. I see you now. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bare hands can feel good, huh? But the blade makes for such a prettier picture. You've got potential, Agent Monday. If you truly want to be an artist.
Who says self-help books don't work? Hello? Can you hear me? By Joseph Morello. That wasn't Dumet on the ferry.
But honestly, I was glad to be leaving. They'd been nice folks. The Stewarts, real nice, both in their 70s now. Dad's still strong as an ox, having been a military man before moving to the town to settle and start a family. Mom was starting to get a little frail. You could tell she'd taken it the hardest. Mrs. Stewart had made me coffee. She was functioning okay, but had a dead behind the eyes look 26 years on, still living in that cocoon of numbness such devastation can bring. Oh, whoops. Hit the wrong thing. Goodness gracious. We talked a lot. They were at ease talking about anything. The night it happened, the cruel details, how they felt about him. It was just a fact of life to them. Their daughter had been murdered by a serial killer, and that was their world. That sounds really mean. Maybe use kinder words. I don't like the cocoon sentence. Is there a more relatable metaphor? Everything. It was a shock when they offered to show me Mary's room. I was apprehensive, but thanked them and agreed. It would be helpful to get an idea of the kind of girl Mary was. I followed Mrs. Stewart. I could feel the toll that the murder had taken as we walked through the house and upstairs to Mary's room. Her husband didn't like to go into that room. Things were neat and tidy, but shabby. We walked over a beaten old carpet, past outdated wallpaper and paintings, mostly biblical, that were thick with dust. The strain and financial impact must have been huge. Mrs. Stewart hadn't worked since Mary's death. Again, sounds really mean. Can you not just say they had a rough time of it without being so descriptive? Maybe explain why did she find it difficult to face him? Shoot, it's a lot.
Right.
Her schoolwork was stacked by her bed, and her childhood toys and dolls were still displayed on shelves. What stuck out the most, though, was her uniform, still hanging on the front of the wardrobe, ready for her shift at the diner the next day. Mary was a tiny girl, only 5'1", and weighed less than 100 pounds. She didn't stand a chance that night she was taken. I kept thinking about her room as I drove through the town. Milton would have been an unremarkable place in 1995, but it was close to lifeless now. Mostly boarded up buildings. The only open shops were liquor stores, which had bums outside them, drinking at 11 a.m. It was as if the town had died when Mary did. Eventually, Milton faded in my rearview mirror as the image of Mary's uniform burned into my mind. Go hug Natalie right now, please. Later the next day, I finally got back to our house, scrambling over a package sat on our doorstep, a brown box. I had no idea who it was from. Had Michelle ordered something, curiosity took over, and I hauled it inside. Opening it, I found an old tape recorder along with the tapes. Listened to the first one, the voice, unmistakable, it was Sherman. Nope, mentioned their interviews. So this was him writing and trying to figure out how to write it, like whoever was writing this. Because they put little notes in it too, like maybe I should change that sentence or whatever.
His daughter said, "Go hug Natalie right now."
Yeah, yeah.
Bethany. Connie. Please stop crying, Mommy.
Oh, Lord, so much reading. Arkansas this week, the body of the so-called Beast of Arkansas has been removed from its grave by suspected body snatchers. The infamous serial killer, whose real name is Manny Sherman, was executed earlier this month, and his remains were buried at an undisclosed cemetery in Springdale, Arkansas.
Tori said she was kin to a notorious serial killer.
Who?
Tori. Tori Thurman.
I don't care about that.
I
Okay.
thought
A senior police spokesperson for local law enforcement stated at a press conference, "We believe this to be the work of a serial killer, obsessives, and are pursuing various leads. We assume there are multiple suspects involved, but have not ruled out that it may be an individual. Although the burial site is unknown, rumors have been circulating among serial killer enthusiast forums online since Sherman's execution." When questioned by the press about such online groups, the spokesperson added, "These people who call themselves fans of killers are very foolish. If they were aware of the despicable details of such crimes, as we in law enforcement are, they would rethink their views about celebrating such heinous criminals." Police refused to confirm the name of the cemetery to the media in the aftermath of the news. So some crazy psycho obsessive person went and dug up a serial killer. Fantastic. Yes, I'm going back and forth because obviously there's a code and I don't remember seeing a code, so.
50451.
Focus.
Um, 3, 4, 5, 1. No. It's got to be in here. It wouldn't be something from somewhere else. It would have to be.
Find the code, kid.
But where? I've done looked at all these little things. Unless it's.
Like that. Look it up.
I already did. That's the cemetery. Somebody taking him. The body snatcher thing. That just said stop crying, mommy. But was there? I don't think there was any numbers on it.
Let's see.
No.
Turn it around.
It's just a drawing. There's no numbers. All right, Nadia, you're loud. Why didn't anybody tell me there was a pencil popping up down there? I'm reading everything and not even looking.
Shit!
It's me! Get in here!
Thank God. What the hell is this?
Pleased to see you too, Kate. Glad you're alive.
Listen, I found out some new information.
What?
That guy on the ferry, that was not Dumet. That was Joseph Morello. He's a true crime writer. I found one of his books.
How's he wrapped up in this?
I don't know. In one of the bedrooms, there was a body, a woman. She'd been decapitated. It was Joseph Morello's wife. I saw a photo of her. She was called Michelle.
So we're not his first victims.
Have you seen Mark?
Not in person, but I spotted him on one of these monitors.
Thank God. I was worried sick about him.
But I also saw Dumet running around. Jesus.
What is all of this?
He's got video feeds, recording decks, a mixer big enough for countless mics.
He's watching everything.
It's more than that. He's got utilities running through here, hydraulics, electrics, everything. He can control the whole building from here.
How far down does it go?
This all connects. This is how he's getting around the house. Charlie would say this guy is a fractured psyche, that he's wearing a mask to put what he's doing on a different personality.
That's Take a look at this. What is that?
The guy we saw murdered.
It was a setup?
There was no groundskeeper.
We saw a guy in a yellow jacket with our stuff.
I guess that was Mr. Dumet.
I think it's a mistake to say he's just crazy. He is in full control of what he's doing. He's just not wired like the rest of us.
That's not crazy.
Crazy implies out of control. Look at this place. This is methodical. That's not crazy. No. Wait, he's wearing the mask as part of the performance. At best, maybe he's insecure about something and it gives him confidence.
Insecure. Like, low self-esteem? Is he uncomfortable at parties? Did his mommy not hug him enough?
He's been tracking us since we arrived. Mark was last seen in the basement. Bad parenting can definitely be a factor, but it could be a shitty dad just as much, or an uncle, any adult figure really. Don't you read any of our research?
I just set up the lights.
I'm sure he fits the profile. Bullied as a kid, unchecked anger. As an adult, he's either an extreme overachiever or a cipher. Nothing between. He likes being in a position of power, especially over women.
Okay, cool, but why? Lots of people put up with that stuff and don't turn into killers.
Aside from the unhealthy obsession with H.H. Holmes, it's copying the MO. Clearly, he identifies with Holmes somehow. Can we use this gear to find a way out? Maybe we can open those shutters in the lobby.
Chicago Police! Mr. Monday, this is Chicago Police. Can you open the door, please? Mr. Monday, I'm Officer Stanley with Chicago Police Department. Can you hear me, sir? Agent Monday? Fuck. Fuck! Oh. Dispatch, this is Officer Stanley. I need assistance at 8 West 50th Street, requesting immediate backup. I'm in Agent Monday's apartment. There's blood everywhere, and a body. I need immediate support. I think...